Blackrue back with another video. I don't know what happened right there. Back on the live on the Gentleman of Crypto. Before we get started, let's cue Indigo Saint. Let's get it. Indigo Saint in the building. Blackrue investing. Let's go.
Who's this producer?
Best believe I was Blackrue investing. With your money, you ain't gotta be guessing. Profits is what we manifesting. So we binge on that Blackrue investing. Best believe I was Blackrue investing. Got course in this race, we ain't resting. We got stocks, we got crypto with a blessing. So thank God for that Blackrue investing. Best believe I was Blackrue investing.
What's going on, guys? Here with you again. And there's the beeps. Some stuff going on. You know how I like to keep those tight alerts. Let's get the screen share up here. Share this with everybody on Twitter. Got an action-packed show today. Where's Bitcoin going in the next bit here? Stock watch. And we're going to talk about the whole ALBT situation. And as always, we'll end with a little Q&A. So let's go ahead and get these different YouTubes up here. And as always, come on over to the channel. Let's address that before it goes to. Thought I moved it, but I must not have. So yeah, be sure to come over to the channel, like and subscribe. It's darkhorsewatcher.com. Leads you straight to the channel where you can like and subscribe. Pretty soon here in the next week or so, I'm going to start putting the show out on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, like all the different podcast sites. And as well, we'll bring this up right quick. We're going to really start a crypto and conspiracy show. We got the Rockfin here. And I think what I'm going to do with the whole crypto and conspiracy, it may be some days crypto, some days conspiracy. It may not be a total mix of both. We might just totally go off on the conspiracy tip. But what we're going to do over here is what we're going to start doing is we're going to give you the Rockfin premium site where you can see the video. Like everything will start going premium over there. But what we'll start doing is we'll give you the audio for free on the podcast side. So stay tuned for that. We're going to start going into gematria and stuff like that. So be sure to pay attention to stuff like that over there. But let's go over here and grab the different shows so we can get all the comments for Q&A. Just wanted to give you that news update. What's up, John? I appreciate you checking in at work, brother. Yeah, check back when you can, bro. I appreciate that. The different shows. Definitely appreciate that. And then let's get up to Gentleman of Crypto side. And by the way, be sure to check out Gentleman of Crypto. King and Zay give you news darn near every day around 10ish. Be sure to check them out. Be sure to check out Simon Family Investments. They have a really good show on Gentleman of Crypto. Just really great stuff. Be sure to check out Trek. He has really great stuff too. That's one of his shows right here where he talks news. He not only talks news, he also talks metaverse. Be sure to check Trek out, as I cannot talk today as usual. So let me bring up the Gentleman of Crypto side. Tongue twisted today, but yeah, be sure to check out everybody on the Gentleman of Crypto side, guys. King and Zay, Shrek, Simon Family Investments, Crypto and Down. Like,
Tongue
such good
twisted
shows
today,
on
but
there.
yeah, be sure to check out everybody.
What's up, Janet Hayes? What's up, Sewell Boy? What's up, Metaverse President? Appreciate it. Janet Hayes, a Patreon subscriber. What up? What up? What's up, Trill McCoy? Oh, new daughter. Congratulations, brother. Congratulations. Nothing like the kids, man. They so kids are great. Kids are great. So yeah, guys, let's get into it a little bit. If y'all have any questions, be sure to put them over here. We'll get to those at the end, like always. Let's get into this Bitcoin a little bit. So I see different channels and different people saying different things and different breakdowns. I know my guy John had asked me about it, and I'm going to tell him the same thing I'm going to tell y'all, because I took a couple days break, and I think we're going to start sticking to that, especially if I'm going to do more on the conspiracy side. So you can come right over here to Twitter, and don't worry, guys, we'll get to all the questions. I know I got a lot of news, like kind of updates to give today, but don't worry, we'll get to all the questions for sure. Even if we have to go like an hour and a half, I don't care. Just want to let y'all know, coming over here, if you come to the my Twitter, it's at Blackrue. If you come over here, you'll see like the show times. I'm going to stick pretty cleanly to these show times, except for Monday. Monday might be a little sketchy, but for sure Sunday, Wednesday, and Saturday, for sure. Monday might be a little sketch. But there we go. So back to Bitcoin. What I want you guys to know is right here, our two lower lows, because it's higher highs and lower lows, right? So to me, throw everything out that everybody else is saying, like just for a second, and just look at these lower lows on the 1 hour. Like, I don't think we can say anything until Bitcoin passes like the lower lows. If they get a lower low, then that's okay. We can say that it's breaking down. But until then, no. So the lowest low, the last lowest low was 22.8. All right. And it seems like this one only went to 23.2. Okay. We got 22.8 and 23.2. So it keeps producing lower lows. So until it actually goes past its lowest low, if that makes sense. I'm sorry, the terms. It's easier. That's why it's easier to see than to say. It keeps producing lower lows. So there's no reason to believe that it won't go higher. And I don't think it's going to go lower until it breaks that low right there. Okay. That said, a lot more cleanly. So in all of this stuff where everybody's kind of getting like skittish and FOMO-ish, the lowest low that is created is 23.2. Like, it hasn't even passed that yet. And until it passes 22.8, I really don't see any reason to worry. We still got, if we go to that 22 or 23.2, we still got it flagging. We still got it flagging. So until that point, I'd say we're still bullish. And remember, coming up here, we got that new moon phase, right? Shout out to Waters Above for like kind of putting this in my headspace. We got this new moon phase. It's usually bullish around new moon phases. and that's tomorrow. And remember, it's usually the ABTs or happens on the day or the day after. So till something happens February 5th and 6th where we're not really bullish, then then we're just panicking for nothing, right? It keeps producing lower lows. So until it breaks one of its lower lows, there's nothing to be worried about, in my opinion. Okay. There's other parts of the chart you can look at. But I think that's the most important thing right there. Just said simply. Let's see if we got anybody else come in here. What's up, Rain Mac? Hex is pumping. I think we're anti-hexicans over here. I don't have a problem with Hex, but I don't really talk about Hex either. But if I leaned one way, I don't know that I really care that much about Hex. How do you see BTC? Okay, we'll get into all of that. What's up, Ace? What's up, Flex? What's up, Nerd Up Ink Marv? What's up, Phantom B? Yeah, I think I'm kind of right there with you, Ace, on Hex. Be sure to smash up the likes, guys. All right, so let's get into this Alliance block. So Alliance block, it looks like they're going to be doing a token migration. So coming for their site, they basically said this is what happened, and what they're suggesting. This is from their Medium, advising the Alliance block community to cease trading Alliance block tokens, pausing all activity on Alliance block bridge to prevent accessing liquidity on other networks, withdrawing liquidity on exchanges and pools, and requesting exchanges to halt trading, discussing with third parties for identification and recovery of stolen assets. So basically, this hacker has 1/10 of their supply of the old token. Okay. He ran away with, let's pull this up, 115 million ALBT tokens. So essentially, right now, he has half of the circulating supply, which is just crazy. Half of the circulating supply. And you can see here, it's just wrecked at this point, right? I don't even know how people are trading these, because like nobody's letting you trade it. So I don't even know how it got down to like 0.0000. Okay, Uniswap. So you can trade it, I guess, on Uniswap. So people must have got their junk traded on Uniswap. But basically what this means for us is once we migrate this token, like it's going to look pretty bad for anybody who's in Alliance block. I'm in Alliance block. It's going to look pretty bad once we kind of convert this token. It's going to look pretty bad. So according to them, they're saying that they're going to try to keep all the regular tokenomics, but I don't know how they're going to do that when the dude's holding like 1/10 of the supply. But let's go down here and read it. A solution is being developed, includes minting a new ALBT token and airdropping, referred to as token distribution going forward. So basically, minting an entirely new token and airdropping it to wallet addresses with the legacy old token. A snapshot of the blockchain and exchange balances will be used to determine the recipients regardless of if they had tokens stored in hardware, software, or exchange wallets and staking contracts. The new token will replace the legacy old token. So I'm not sure what they did with this guy. Maybe the guy was able to get rid of it on Uniswap. I'm not sure how those tokens are going to be handled. The 115 he had. My guess is he figured out that he can get rid of them on Uniswap, which is why we see the price at 0.0009 right now. He figured out that he could swap these on DeFi, and that's what he did. So that would be my guess. But all of those 115 million that he sold were actually customers' tokens. So whoever those customers were, or whoever he took those from, seems like Alliance Block are going to give those back. So in the migration, we might be a little wrecked here. However, everything with Alliance Block, as far as like their future, seems bright. So it might be a really good time. Like once they migrate, you might be able to get Alliance Block for a really, really cheap price. I remember these are the same guys teamed up with API 3, teamed up with Quant, teamed up with Hedera, teamed up with Parsec, teamed up with all these Energy Web Token, all these big wigs, okay? So teamed up with R3 Cordia. These are the guys, okay? So they still have all of that behind them. So if you can get a buying opportunity where this is very low, that may be something you want to take advantage of. Okay? So who knows? It's not gonna be 12 cents. It may be somewhere around the 2 cent, 1 cent, 6 cent area. Who knows, right? But just be on the lookout for that, because all the catalysts, all the stories of this coin is still true. So I think it might be a very good buying opportunity. So just keep that in mind. So I wanted to say that to y'all. Seems like a very good buying opportunity here with Alliance Block. So just stay on the lookout for that. And apparently XRP is going through my second little thing that I moved it to. Now, okay, if you go to 42 cents during this, then I don't know what to say right there. And you can see here, XLM and XRP seem to move in unison. So that's why I'm also bullish on Stellar, besides the fact that Stellar is doing some great things itself. Once this XRP case is over, Stellar might just move just in unison just because it's over. That might give them clarity on their token as well. So that's an aside, but let's keep going here. Before I get into the crypto stock watch, let me just see again who's over here. What's going on? What's up, Kid Graybo? What's up, Stan? Yep, keep putting those questions in. We're gonna definitely get to all of them. Keep putting them in there. All right, so let's cover some crypto stuff right quick, and this is going to kind of get us into something. I have enough room on the title for this. Maybe Michael Burry was right. He said sell, and you can see it's a lot of red over here as far as the crypto stocks go. So Burry might have been right on a little bit of that when he was saying sell. And then again, the inverse Kramer is true because Kramer was saying bullish. So it definitely had a little pullback here as far as the stock world goes. Let's go look at Clean Spark, which I told y'all guys about. Still going very, very good from when we were talking about it. I think it's up like 100% from like when we were talking about it in the 170, 177. Let me get rid of these chat things. So when we first talking about it, it was like around 218. It went and like fell down to 177. Of course, dollar cost average. I was dollar cost averaging the whole way. And now if we look at it, if you were buying at 177, that's like, 170 plus 170 is like 240, 340. So, and it got all the way up to like 384. So that's definitely a 100x there. And again, remember the whole premise, the whole hold is looking at for it to get back to $40. So even now at 355, it's still early. Let me get rid of that. So even so, it's still early here. They got a conference call coming up and some earnings coming in the next 5 days. So we'll see what's up with that. But still early here at 351. And we also mentioned Coinbase. Coinbase has just gone off since then. Like you could have got Coinbase at like $33. I know me and you, Ace, we were mentioning this one. Since gone on to go to like $87. If you got it around like 33, that's 100x right there. We just kicking tail and taking names, right? Coors was also up, even though it had the little bankruptcy. We really started talking about it after the bankruptcy. And if you were in this after the bankruptcy, it got down to like 9 cents. Let's go to a month chart. Okay, it's not showing this chart the best. Let's see what we can do there. Okay, boom. So 9 cents. This is like what? If you got in at 9 cents, this is like a 3x or something like that. So it had gotten up as far as 50, dumped out to 33 cents. Still a 3x above where we were talking about it at. Just killing it. We're just killing it over here with that. So yeah. I think that was our third topic. So let's get into a little Q&A and see if anybody had any questions about what I said too, about ALBT or about Bitcoin or about what we just did with the stock review. Let me know if y'all have any questions on that, and I'll answer those as well. What's up, Alexandros? Ended up buying Magic. That's cool. Flex likes ALBT. Is P-Toy a good play? What's up, BK? I think P-Toy is still a good play. Let's bring that up right quick. And what's up, Casper Holstein? What's good? What's good with you? Another Patreon player in the house. Check out my videos if you guys are interested in the Patreon at all. Let's bring up P-Toy. Where is? So when I bought P-Toy, when I believe it was Adam Bailey came onto the show, let us know about P-Toy. It was sitting at 0.005. So it's up 50%. I still think it's a good buy. I bought some at 0.005. I bought some at 0.009. I bought some at 0.0078. And here you got the little stair step here. It was at 0.079. It just got listed on a couple more exchanges from when we first started looking at it. When we were first looking at it, it was only on Bitmart. Okay. Casper finally passed 4 cents. So Casper is a pretty good buy here too. We'll get back to Ptoy. Casper is stuck here at that whole 4 cents mark. If we come out to the day chart, you'll see it's pretty much capped at that 4 cents mark. It hasn't really passed it. It's played with it a couple times, but stuck pretty close to it. Let's go back to the hour chart. So Casper seems like a pretty good buy here. You can see still kind of stuck at the 4 cent area. It was chilling at like 2.5 cents. So it's up like 30 something percent, just like Bitcoin, right? Good level here for Casper. Great level for another coin too, XDC. It's stuck at like the 3 cent area. Keeps trying to pass it. We got like a W pattern here if you kind of look a little bit. So next step should be breaking through 3 cents. But we shall see. But back to Ptoy. Again, guys, if we go on their website, you can see that they are in with the World Economic Forum. Love them or hate them, people that have the World Economic Forum behind them have a lot of money and a lot of power behind them. So why not invest in those type of things? Because those are the type of things that end up moving, right? You can see partners with World Economic Forum, recognitions, World Economic Forum. I like how they broke that down, that it's not only partners, it's also recognitions, right? And quiet as it's kept, like things like Ethereum and Chainlink kind of have World Economic Forum recognitions as well. People don't talk about that much, but Ethereum's mostly a JP Morgan type ran thing right now, but still. So let's go. Yeah. So high on Patentory. I've bought the whole way. With this low supply of 100K and in the area that they're in, health, and like suggesting to you different health data, trials, participation, Moderna and people like that. Moderna, you know, they were responsible for the jibby jab, if you know what I mean. Pharmacy card savings. They want to just like help with medical data, it seems like. There you go. Optimize health, data operability, and holistic data integration lead to more comprehensive, personalized understanding of your health. I'm very surprised that they're talking about holistic data integration, but that's amazing. Privacy, HIPAA, and GRDP compliant, I work for a medical designing company. HIPAA is a very important for regulation. So the fact that they're putting regulatory stuff in front, that's very important. So that's amazing to see. Um, Digital health coach, that they're trying to deal with that too. Receive personalized care plans, take care of lifestyle and medical data, all into account. Engage in preventative measures and tailor your healthcare. Like that's amazing, because healthcare is really backwards in my opinion. We should focus more on preventative care than actually like other care. But anyways, it's amazing actually to hear them say that. Security, ensure that your data is safe with maximum grade encryption. Encryption is very important, and blockchain technology. So all of what they're saying there is great. And all of the people that they're teamed with, they're actually, I found somewhere that they were teamed with Hyperledger. Hyperledger is one of the products that IBM works on. So very, very high on this. Very high on this, to say the least. So yes, I am very high on that. What's up, Relaxing Serenity Sounds? Phantom Beat, Matic is the gift that keeps on giving. XDC has been hovering at under 3 for a bit. It has. And Matic's done really nice. It's done really nice. Just to me, Matic, I guess one of those ones I'm not invested in that much, but I do actually think it's a great investment. It's just not that many multipliers in it for me. That's why I'm not in Matic right now. But still, I think it's a great project. And from its low, like at the begin, like everything dumped at the end of Christmas, basically everything dumped. So from there, which was 70 something, all the way to where it's at right now, that's a good 70% gain. So kudos to Matic. Yeah, kudos to Matic. I think it's a good project. And at time, you guys know one of my fan favorites, LCX, another one with the World Economic Forum connection there. And at the same time, this one had like multipliers of 3. It was at like 3 cents, moved up to 12 cents. So that's like 4x. And I'm not saying that to say that Matic's a bad project and LCX is better, but just I'm more interested in LCX because it gives me more multipliers, whereas Matic doesn't give as many multipliers. That's all. Thoughts on 1 inch? Okay, and don't worry, guys. I'm gonna get to the other side too. Don't worry, I'm gonna get to all of these questions over here as well. So I want to say that. So let's look at 1 inch right quick. Now 1 inch is in that whole DeFi realm, right? DeFi, it seems like they're kind of leaving DeFi alone, but at the same time, they're more focused on enterprise and legacy. And it seems like every little DeFi project has its day. So if we go back 3 months, could have had it at 39 cents. So it's not up that much since where it was. Because remember, I said everything dumped out around that Christmas time. So again, it's only up 30%, like most other coins, right? So you're just getting it a little bit 30 cent higher, right? But where it was $7. So that's like what? Um, one, two. So this is something like a 14x, 12x. If it can get back to $7, only thing with the DeFi tokens that really concerns me is there's so many DeFi projects out there, right? And if we do overview, we're at 1 inch 6 right now. There's so many other DeFi projects ahead of it. That's the only thing that concerns me with it. But in its like heyday, around when the bull market was a bull market, it had over 2 billion in it. And right now it's sitting at 5 million. So how long will you have to wait for it to possibly get more money in it? That's my only question there. And my thought is you might have to wait for a raging bull market, because at 5 million, like look at all of these different DeFi projects, right? The top so the top 14 have over $1 billion in them. And to scroll down to find where Chainlink is, or I'm sorry, where 1 inch is, we got to go through all these different projects, right? And then finally, we get to 1 inch. Did I get to it yet? Did I pass it? No, we didn't get there yet. Okay, now I passed it. But you see what I mean, right? We had to go through all those projects to get to 1 inch. There we are. So 362 projects. Just by the odds, I would say that something else would be better. Something else might be better. Like, okay, then would it be better to take that same 58 cents and invest in sushi or Balancer or Uniswap or Curve? I'm not like I'm not sure about 1 inch, but if we just look at where the price has been and where it is right now, maybe that might be a good investment. But since it's so far down the line with all those other DeFi projects, my thought is that you could probably spend that 58 cents better. But if you're convicted on it, do what you want to do. Not financial advice or anything. No problem, brother. No problem. Let's get over to the other side. Yeah, guys, we live. We're live. Let's see here. How long do you see Bitcoin staying bullish like this? What's up, Metaverse President? We talked about this a little bit before, but I'll go over it right quick. Right now, I think Bitcoin it seems to me like Bitcoin might be bullish for a while. Like we might have actually just hit. The bottom might be in. That's what it seems like to me. Because if you go back here, whoa, I got a lot of lines here. If you go back, let's get rid of that line. Okay, if you go back here to not this time, but the time before we were last bullish, let's see what that is. Casper, Jesus. Okay, hold on. Okay, 4 cents. Looking like it might actually break it this time. Okay. But where were we? So I set those tight whatchamacallit, so I can actually see when stuff like this happens. Okay. Moving back to Bitcoin. So if we go back to 2019, because I was telling people forever, hey, we're in 2018, we're in 2018. And that's what it seemed like we were in, right? Like this area. And sure enough, we had this type of dip. But we had it in November, right? Which is kind of exactly around the time they had it. So imagine this was like the FTX dip, right? And then we had this period of Bitcoin ramping up to, for them, it was like 12 because their high was 18. Now it ramped up to 12. Like to us, I think it might be 40 or 50 because we got this same looking thing going on right now. The same type of looking. Do I have a circle or something I can draw on this? I need to really get up on these tools. So yeah, you see that right here. We got the same type of curved action going on. Same is right around here. Can I get another arrow, please? Let me just delete these lines so it's easier to see. Uh-oh, didn't want to delete that. Must delete the line. It keeps deleting the wrong thing. But you see what I'm saying? It's right here. Let's get rid of these extra. So we got some of the same type of curving action going on right here as we did back here. So I think the bottom might be in because this bottom right here was a black swan event. This was COVID. So, I didn't mean to say that word. This is Rona. So without that Rona drop, maybe it would have just stayed over here in this area, that like 776 area, and never dropped down here. So maybe the bottom might be in and we just go all the way up. Okay. So maybe we go up to like 40 and then come and chill down to like a 30 area and, stay in like 25 in the 25 range until the halving happens and just shoot on up, right? I think the bottom might be in. So that's how I'm going to answer that one. Let's go to the next one. And again, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is just my personal opinion. Do you think we'll get an alt season? We will get an alt season. What's up, my crypto space UK? I think we will get an altcoin season. The question is, when will we get that altcoin season? if Bitcoin goes bullish early, maybe we get that altcoin season a little early. Because going back to here again, maybe if Rona never happened, we would have never seen it drop down at this point, and Bitcoin would have gone bullish way, way, way sooner. So Rona actually slowed crypto down for a second. So look at this. If we go back here, I've said it before to you guys. With this halving, it took things like 12 months to get bullish. With this halving, this last halving here, with Rona kind of retarding everything, it took 6 months. Now, this up and coming halving in 2024, could we see things go bullish in 3 months? Or could we see things go even bullish earlier? Because if you take this January and just forget about this event and say January was the point where things got bullish, then it was even way bullish, way earlier than we even thought. Then maybe November of this year might be when things get bullish. So maybe altcoin season happens in November. I'm just letting you guys know right now. I'm watching out for November. November might be a real bullish point for Bitcoin. And if it isn't, cool, then we can wait till the halving in May and then see what happens. But, always look up for the earliest catalyst. The earliest catalyst to me might be November. So there's also one other thing to look out for, and we've talked about this before too. Shout out to Waters Above on this one. There's a solar eclipse coming in April. So that might be a very bullish time for Bitcoin as well. So be on the lookout for that. Let me give you the date for that. Solar eclipse dates. So the dates are April 20th, total solar. So be on the lookout for that. Then it seems like there's a lunar one in the May 5th, but I guess we'll come when we get to it. But solar, April 20th. So be on the lookout for that. Is there a beef between Zen and Hex? Did I miss something? Okay, no, I did. Watch Gentlemen of Crypto for that one. I don't know if you saw that episode or not, Stan. Let me know if you did or not. But King and Zay got into that a bit. Let's see if we can go over there right quick and maybe show you the episode number for that. I don't know if you watched that or not. I'm going to see if you got a comment and say if you did. Okay, I don't know if you did, but let's bring it up right quick. Because I know somebody was basically one of the former Hex guys was calling Richard Hart out. So come over here and watch that. Maybe I can show you a piece of it, and King and Zay won't copyright me, but definitely come over and watch the whole show. Let's see, live. I think it was, where was it? Right here. So come over here and check that out. Let's see if we can play a piece of it right quick. Definitely come check out the whole show though.
1061.
Yeah, just come over here and check it out. I don't want to get like copyrighted or anything. But come check it out. It's Trayvon James versus Richard Hart, Battle of the Hexicans. And they get into what the beef is. Okay. So just come over here and check it out. King and Zay, Titans in this game. Come check them out. And let's get to the next question. Hopefully they are migrating to H-bar. I'm big on H-bar. The China balloon invasion. You know what? That joke was just funny to me. One of my guys, Dion, shout out to MYC Network. He was talking about that a little jokingly. I don't have any comments on it. I just saw like a naked man in a whole on a whole bunch of helium balloons. Joke looked funny to me. That's my only opinion on that one, really. What's up, DT? Shout out from London. Caught the last show after the fact. You mentioned a traditional shop that was making moves, installing charging stations. What was that? Okay, the stock that was mentioned for that was let's get over to it. There are two actually. There's there's Charge Point. And you can see a whole bunch of red. So Michael Burry probably he was calling out the stock market is what he was doing when he said sell. Seems like he was right. In the short term, it seems like he was right. But Charge Point, this is the one. If we go down, they'll tell you here on Benzinga Pro. Well, they should tell you. I don't know what's up with my site right now, but I guess I'll just refresh right quick so we can see that, so others can see it if they don't know. So Charge Point is one, and Beam is another one, and we'll go over that in just a second too. And Beam is one where you look at it and you see like, oh, somebody bought something here, someone bought something here, someone bought something here. So it hasn't even reflected in their earnings yet. But yeah, Charge Point and Beam are the biggest ones. And shout out to Ace. We talk about Strictly Sports. We talk about this all the time. He works in the telecommunications area. Charge Point is one of the ones that's really big in that area. Okay, for some reason, it's just not showing me the overviews. It usually does. I don't know. They always working on the program, so maybe that part is broken right now. But anyways, this is one of the ones. And you can see, like from the news here, Charge Point and STEM to accelerate deployment of charging and battery storage solutions for fast DC charging. STEM is another one. So my top three in that area would be Charge Point, STEM, and Beam. But you can see here, Charge Point is another one of those ones. I like things that have increasing revenue every quarter. You can just see it right here. Proof is just in the pudding. 42, 40, like 56, 65, 80, 81, 108, 121, 125 mil. So states like California are moving to all EV by 2035, I believe. So things like ChargePoint are going to be really high on that list. They're going to get a lot of that money. So that's ChargePoint. The other one is Beam. It hasn't reflected in their earnings yet. As you can see, they're still going up like a million or whatever. But if you look at their like last press clippings, it's so evident. It's so evident. Global, so almost $1 million order for batteries right there. $500,000 for something right there. Keep going. 11 million for U.S. Department of Veteran Affairs. Keep going. 5 million from New York City. 3 million for U.S. Department of Homeland Security. And here you actually see sustainable EV charging infrastructure products. So they're going to be heavy in building infrastructure products. I think there's another one down here. Okay, I think we might have gotten them all, but those haven't even reflected on their earnings yet. So yeah, that's another one. And then STEM, you just saw that they were working with ChargePoint. You can see here that right there. I don't think it's reflected in their earnings yet either, but let's look at it. So wow, look at that. Just chilling. All of these, not even a million. And then boom, 15 million, 19 million, 39 million, 52, 41, 66, 99. So yeah, those would be my top three: ChargePoint, Beam, and STEM, in that order. Let's see, another beep here. Filecoin. Okay. Next question. LCX is on Saucer Swap. I have no idea. I buy them. You can use LCX Exchange in the US, but I buy them on Coinbase, and I move them to my hardware wallet. What's your span on Bitcoin for the next 3 months? Again, so next 3 months, I think solar eclipse is going to be bullish for Bitcoin, and I think we will get to 40K. And I showed you that in the chart. We'll go back to the day chart. I think this day chart, this bullish thing right here is going to be very similar to what we had right back here. So I think we're still on this up curve. So for the next 3 months, some way, somehow, I think we're going to get to like the 40 area, to like 40K Bitcoin. And right now we're only at 23. So some way, somehow, we're going to get up to that 40. That's what I think for the next 3 months. Bro, a lot of shorts are in at 25K. They have shorts in for 25K. I don't understand how they could have a short in for 25K, and we haven't even reached 25K yet. I don't get that one. EV infrastructure is a top 5 play of the next 3 years. I agree, Ace. I agree. They're getting a ton of money from that IIJA bill with big unlocks starting this year. EV charging stops, broadband stocks, energy company stocks. Thank you, Ace, for this information, by the way. Those are getting boatloads of money from the IIJA bill. Wow. You think we're getting to 40 coin? Yeah, I think we're getting to 40K, man. I really do think so. Could be. I think we're getting a blow off top 2, then a lower bottom. Yep, that's kind of where I'm at with it too. I think we get to the 40K first, so we get that maximum FOMO energy, and then we get that next bottom. Kind of exactly like we saw over here, right? They got us up here, and who knows, like Rona, right? Maybe or maybe not, it would have kept going, but maybe it was always a plan to get that bottom up back in, right? So who knows, right? But if you just go straight from what you see on this chart, then okay, blow off top, followed by lower, low, right? Kind of low, like middle, get back to the middle, and even lower, right? Saying that it gets to that. Like some people are saying that ignore this is a black swan event, but maybe it's just a planned event. Who knows? Can't say, but I'm saying at least the 40K, because that'll match this. That'll match this kind of trend. So get to the 40K, and then I think that'll create max FOMO energy. People will be saying, "Oh, Bitcoin's going to 1 million. Bitcoin's going to 100,000," and then that's exactly when they'll just start to pull it back on you. That's exactly when they'll start pulling it back on you. Exactly when they get to like the 40K and people's thinking super cycle, they're gonna say all of that type of stuff, super cycle, all this different stuff, and boom. That's what I'm thinking. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. Is Polkadot dead? I don't think so. Ask me which one I like better, Polkadot or Cosmos. I like Cosmos better, but the more and more I look at Polkadot, the more I see that Polkadot is in big with the type of the World Economic Forums of the world. Energy Web token is built on substrate. I don't know why it keeps doing this to me. Oh, chains. Okay. So like Energy Web token. Remember, mind you, Energy Web token was called out by BlackRock. BlackRock CEO Larry Fink is on the board of advisors of the World Economic Forum. So Energy Web, there we go. So Energy Web, they say that they're going to do basically like energy like an energy stock market, if you will. Check out my content on R3 Cordia. I've been over these guys before. You can't directly invest in them, but you can invest in things that are working with them, like Energy Web Token. Coincidentally enough, Energy Web Token is another partner of Alliance Block. So all of these guys go in together, right? Let me show you Energy Web. Boom, right? So all of these dudes are in here together. Energy Web Token, Quant. Now check this out. And you guys, I know a lot of you guys might have seen this before, but I showed you Quant and LCX LCX is partnered with them to work with them for CBDCs, but also LCX is using let's see how we go. LCX is using Polkadot for its platform. Like they basically said it. LCX chooses Polkadot to advance their security token standard. Right here. It's right here. And this is on LCX's page of their list of partners. And basically, if you read this, it basically says critical component of LCX infrastructure, the Liechtenstein protocol, a proprietary protocol to deliver a chain agnostic token standard, will be built on top of Polkadot's blockchain solution. So pretty much their LCX is telling you that they're going to build their own blockchain and they're going to build it on Polkadot. And again, we could go into the whole thing about Energy Web Token being a partner of well, we did R3 Cordia, and we just showed you that Energy Web Token via. Oh, I just closed it. Dang. Let me bring it back up. So we just showed you that the Energy Web Token is on the Parachain, right? And Parachain, this is Polkadot. So all of those type of World Economic Forum type people seem to be building up on Polkadot. They're doing it slowly, but yeah. So I don't think Polkadot's dead at all, because they're in with these type people. They're in with the Energy Web Tokens. They're in with the LCXs, right? So they're not dead. However, I think Cosmos is like doing a little bit better than them right now because their blockchain is more interoperable. Things on Cosmos have more money locked into them, like Chronos, like Osmosis, like Thorchain. They got more money locked into them than the Parachain ones. So right now, Cosmos is winning in that fact. But when you got the World Economic Forum behind you, you definitely ain't dead. So that's my answer to that question. They're not dead. Cosmos might be a little bit ahead of them, but they're not dead. Thanks, brother. I appreciate that. So wicked content. Thank you, man. Share the content out there. I think YouTube just doesn't share me because I be too too real on the World Economic Forum and stuff like that. But just share it. Just share the content, brother. I appreciate it. That's the best way you can help there. Share the content. Sorry, I should have said lots of people looking to put in shorts at 25K. I don't know who those people are. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. Thank you. I appreciate it, my Crypto Space UK. See, we got any more questions on this side. Go look up Infrastructure Investments Job Act. We got a few big contracts from it ourselves, company I work for. 70.5 billion is earmarked for EV charging structure. Thank you for sharing that content, that information with us, Ace. I will definitely look that up. I'll write it down right now. I'm going to start covering more of that type of stock stuff on the channel. We moved away from stock more to go like on crypto stuff, but there's definitely a big opportunity there for people. So I'm really going to start covering more EV stocks because there's such an opportunity there. Give me a second, guys. Excuse me while I write this down. Okay, boom. LSK. Let's look that up. Lisk. Okay, top 200 crypto, low supply. I haven't heard of them before, but let's check it out. Lisk is trying to onboard 100 million users into crypto and Web3 by offering accessible blockchain. Okay. Interoperability between all application-specific blockchains built with the Lisk SDK. Switzerland. So they're Swiss-based, which probably makes me think that they might be teamed with the World Economic Forum themselves. Cool logo. Might be a little occult. Most of these logos are occult. I'll come to find out later that they're either occult, Freemasonic, or something like that. Like, it's crazy. It's so crazy. Saturn worship, all of that with these logos. We're your Singapore entry to the world of crypto, get blah, blah, blah. Okay. Let's go check out their Twitter and see who's following them. Oh, okay. They got some things here. NASDAQ. Are they on the NASDAQ? Okay, let me go check out their Twitter right quick. I want to see who's following them. I want to see how many followers they have. So this is kind of like a quick and dirty way of showing you guys how you can kind of like do like some quick research on these. Like, that's a pretty good list of followers right there. When you see anything like 200K, like you can do a comparison here. Like if I brought up Ethereum, it would be like 1 million. But if I brought up some other small company, it probably wouldn't be this many. Okay, let's see who's following these guys. Grobon Crypto, Brian Moore, Crypto Mason, Ilio Trades, Trading Nomadic, Crypto Stash, KuCoin, Gate.io, Adria, LCX. Okay, good list of followers here. Quantum or Qtum, Gemini, Katie Peace, Charles Hoskinson, Wow, quite the list of followers here for them. Whoops, quite the list of followers. Eric Voorhees, Crypto Banner, Crypto Zay is following them. Quite the list of followers for this coin. I'll definitely have to put it on my list. That was a cursory, and that's how you can know too. Like, if people of this quality are kind of following these guys, it might be something behind it, right? Whether like you go and you find a project, not necessarily this is not the be all end all, because like we looked at Patentory, right? It wasn't too many people following Patentory, but we found that it was a good coin. But when you see stuff like this, it's like, okay, maybe there's something there. Maybe there's some validity to this coin, right? So definitely one we can follow. Well, I'll have to do a little bit more deep dive on it, but for right now, that seems to be pretty good. But let's look at where its price history was. So was as high as $32. So in the first bull run. So it's been around for 2 bull runs. That's good to see too. Last bull run, it got as high as $9. So sitting here, a possible 9x. Yeah. Sight unseen, not even really knowing what they do right now. Possible 9x in them. You got people in the industry like crypto, like Bitcoin Zay, like Charles Hoskinson following them. Yeah. Seems like it could be an investment, a good investment. I'll have to do a little bit more research into exactly what's going on with these guys. But it seems like they have a pretty good following. Chart analysis. I can look at the chart right quick, but since I don't know it as much, I can't say. And we did a bit of it already, right? But let's see. That'll do. It's been around longer than that, so I should be able to find a chart where it's older than that, I would think. I'm surprised that this Binance chart only goes back to here. Didn't Coinbase just go back way further than that? I don't understand. Let me see. Where is it sold? Kraken, KuCoin, Bittrex. Crypto.com. Surprised this wouldn't be on Coinbase. Okay, but anyways, where were we? So they say all the way to $11. So possible 10 or 11x here, actually. Up 30%. like every other coin, pretty much. Seems to be screaming on top of the RSI as far as the day chart goes. As far as the hour goes, again, screamer. I would probably like for this to come down a little bit, but it's just been like very, very hot. But you could always dollar cost average. If you have to get in right now, just get in with a little bit, but not financial advice or anything. But if you gotta get in, just do a little bit and try to see if you can wait for it to come down some. But like I said, bottom might be in, so I don't know. I have to do a little bit more research and get more familiar before I can really, really say something on it, though. Love to hear the lore behind anti-Hexicans, but we can park that for another day. Yeah, that'd be cool, Rain Mac, for sure. Peace and love, brother. And let's look at Alluvium, and then I'll get out of here. Let's look at Alluvium. I know the project. I just haven't been looking at much. I haven't been looking at many things that are metaverse outside of like a few coins. 95. Which makes me believe that this is, I swear I saw it for much lower than this a while ago. Yep. So 7 days ago, literal 7 days ago, you could have had this way lower. And then all the way back here. So Alluvium's gone up 3x from what you could have had it a month ago. Yeah, Alluvium, this is way too hot right now. Last bull market actually got up to $1,800. This is crazy. All of this for like a play to earn game. This is so nuts. I don't even, is it playable yet? But okay, so went down to like 38, all the way up to 100. You can buy this on Coinbase. Very low supply. Max supply is, I'm not sure why the total and the max don't match. I'm not sure what that's all about. But I think it's all about the scarcity here with this one, that like people like that it's that low. I see at this point that it's 95. I would not want to touch it. I would rather want to buy something that excuse me. I would rather want to buy something that hasn't run up so much. However, if you truly believe that it can get back to 1800, it's cheap here at 100. So that's always the thing. Like, as much as things, it's gone up 3x, right? As much as things have gone up, it's still a great accumulation time, because if you look, if it could get back to, hell, if it get back to half of this, if it can get back to 400, you got a 3x. You see what I'm saying? So that's the hard thing when you look at these things like Alluvium and you look at Lisk. Like, you're still in a point where if you're willing to hold it, let's just say that that Bitcoin just sticks to its pattern and it doesn't actually go real bullish until after the halving, which is 2024, right? If you're just willing to hold for like not even that long, like a year and a half, you can have a 3x on your money. A lot of people would really kill for that, right? So even here, if you're willing to hold, if your hold plan is a year and a half, then you got a 9x. There's not too many things you can say that with in the stock market, right? You got people talking about like Amazon or like stocks like that like you're minimum you're holding 3 to 5 years. And we're talking in the crypto market. Okay, you're just hold a year and a half, and people think that's a really long time, right? So you just have to pick for yourself what's your appetite, what's your hold plan. If you plan on holding this for till like the next halving and possibly seeing that $9, then $1 is nothing, even though it's up already 30%. But this one seems like a better buy to me because it was only up 30%, whereas with Illuvium, it's up 3x. But just to compare it to another chart that's been up 3x, LCX is up 3x, but I fully expect that to get to $1 at some point. So 12 cents is really not that much in comparison, right? But Illuvium, I haven't studied this one as much as I have LCX. So I really couldn't tell you if getting back to 18K is an actual possibility. I have to do some more research on that one to really kind of get back to you on that. But just to compare it to LCX, if you really think that getting back to this is a possibility, then yeah, it's a good buy. What's up, Virgo Alunico? Thanks, man. I appreciate the support, brother. You know I do. You know I do. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Same folk that created Synthesis created Illuvium. Gotcha. So yeah, they might be a good buy. Illuvium is a straight influencer pump token. Yeah, they're making a game, but it's always a shill pump. I bet he'll never get over 250 again. I know what you're talking about, Ace. And this is very true what Ace is saying there. A lot of influencers were like Illuvium, when like games take so long to make, guys. Like so long to make. And then you're asking not only for the game to be like it takes so long to make, the game also has to give you a profit. That's the hard part of the things that I found out with different games that I invested in and liked. And I still think eventually they get there, right? Because there's so much money in the gaming sector, right? There's so much money there. But looking at what is it? Splinterlands. Really like the game. It has a Magic the Gathering feel to it, right? But now you're asking for a game that can be played worldwide. You're asking for that to now be profitable for an American. Like that's the thing that always ends up like this looks a lot like Illuvium's chart, right? The problem always comes in is somebody in the Philippines, and I'm not ragging on people in the Philippines. I'm just saying that the cost of living is lower there. So could this ever be profitable for someone in America or in a country like Britain, where the cost of living is a lot higher? So maybe this does make sense for someone in the Philippines, and Splinterlands is fully playable right now. Illuvium, will they ever get to a point where they're profitable for an American to make money with it? because that's the thing that we get into if you like even go to something like Axie Infinity. It was profitable. It was really profitable for Filipinos to play Axie Infinity, and you had rich Americans like Meet Kevin and stuff investing in this and actually getting like trying to get Filipino pods of people playing and splitting the cost with them. The problem always gets is will it ever be profitable for an American to play it and do things with it, right? Like this is another one you can look at and say, okay, $11.50 could be a bargain when you see like, okay, it's a possible 16x. Maybe it continues. Who knows? But play to earn, they have a lot of things to fix as far as like making it profitable for everyone. To me, I don't think these will ever be profitable for Americans unless you have a play to earn game. Say like, okay, we're banning people and only people from this country can play. That's the only thing I see where they can kind of prevent botting, because botting is a big problem for certain games like Splinterlands, which I just showed you. So those are some of the things that come up for me when you talk about the whole play to earn space. And I just don't know. I don't know how you solve it other than what I just mentioned. So for me, I'm kind of off of the strict play to earn games, and I'm more on to metaverse, because places like the World Economic Forum are pushing the metaverse, and a lot of these games are buying metaverse plots so they can be in the metaverse. So it's more a play on the infrastructure, like you kind of see, like we were just talking about ChargePoint. Instead of going out and buying, which I really think these electrical vehicle companies are great too and will be great, like Rivian, like Lucid Motors. It might be the better bet to buy ChargePoint because you know they have to charge their vehicles. Might be a better play to buy the infrastructure than to actually buy the vehicle company itself, if that makes sense. So using that same logic, instead of buying Illuvium or some of these other type of games like Splinterlands and Axie Infinity, it might be a better bet to buy the metaverse behind it. Now, I think that Illuvium's trying to be its own metaverse, so maybe there's something there with that. But just know, guys in the World Economic Forum, they're pushing metaverse hard, so it's probably going to happen. Just like we look at electrical vehicles, climate change, that's all a part of that climate change movement. So, so that's why I'm pretty heavy on the electrical vehicle space, because it's part of the climate change movement. And that goes right over to Energy Web Token, right? Again, another one that's part of the whole climate change movement. It all kind of filters down and comes back to the World Economic Forum. But as far as metaverse goes, like I'm not sure about Illuvium, and I do agree that those influencers were kind of pushing that junk hard. I don't know. To me, like the metaverse plays like Sandbox, the metaverse plays like Decentraland, Seek. Those seem like better plays to me. No, that's kind of drawn out answer, but I wanted to be thorough there. All right, cool, guys. Now that we really got that out, have a good day. We'll be back on Sunday, though. Remember, we'll be back Sunday night around 7 o'clock, 7:30. We'll be back Sunday, 7:30 Mountain Standard Time. So catch us then. Thanks so much for coming through. Be sure to like and subscribe and share the content. Appreciate you guys.